Good afternoon, folks. Captain Cotta coming to you here. This is about a farm on the Lost Sector for today. I found it pretty cool. I'm doing this on my Void Hunter. You can see me going over my subclass choices here. There is a little bit of flexibility built in, but I am not enough of a hunter expert to tell you exactly what you need and exactly what you don't. Um, I had some help with this build. But the important parts of the loadout are going to be really the energy weapon. You can see here I'm using Wish Ender just to deal with the anti-barriers. Now, Doom with Chelchis was my choice because it has adaptive and repulsor brace. There are other choices, so if you've got something similar, you could probably make it work. Repulsor brace is the defensive side of this, and the adaptive makes you able to deal with the different shield types. Also, don't forget your overload mod. I did this with high energy fire on. You could potentially get more damage out of Font of Might build, but I did not actually have time to test that, so I'm not positive. Now, the way this build works is kind of a cycle. You need to go invis, then you need to kill something with your weapon with volatile rounds active. And with that, you will go back invis and be able to reproc volatile rounds, and it just sort of feeds into itself. Now, bear in mind also that Devour is possible, but you're going to need to get a Orb of Power to get your hands on that. So that is somewhat of a challenge. It's not impossible, but, it's just something else to think about. Now you can see there the Void Overshield, that is my repulsor brace, and you can see it's got a pretty long time on it. Um, this is very strong defensively, very potent. Here I get into a little bit of trouble. Honestly, I could have sat back from a farther range and probably had less issues, but I'm still not gonna die because Void Hunter law. Um, another now at this point my dodge is down, but if I get a kill on a Void debuff target, I can go invis anyway. So I can also get invis from a finisher if I was close enough to somebody to do that. And you can see here I'm just cutting through them. This really, my aim isn't even all that great, and still I'm cutting them down like wheat. And through this section, these little shark dudes are not really that bad. That's the point of the adaptive munitions. Um, it does a great job on these things. You can also see me working on the overload champ over there. I potentially could have stuck to him and finished him off, but it was starting to get kind of crowded over by me, and I really didn't want to take that chance. So I did not opt for that risk. Decided to play it safe. Now, as these guys get too far away from the servitor, they become vulnerable. I'll take them out. That's you can see there for a brief moment. One of the side effects of this build is the true sight that will happen. Um, I wouldn't call it the main feature. It's kind of like having air conditioning on a sports car. It's nice and all, but let's be realistic. You're going to put the top down. Now, there is heavy ammo down there, but I'm full. I don't need it. Just a waste of time. As we keep going through here, when I get this overload kind of not really pinned down, but when I get him alone, you can see this build really work. Last season, I had a terrible problem with overloads unless I was using the Monarch, which made me very cautious to try this build. I was very concerned, but this build absolutely impressed me. Now you can see here with that one champion, I mean, he was right in the middle of a swarm, and I still managed to keep him stunned and contained. As we look around, bear in mind also the impact power of Dumachelchis. It hits really hard, especially if you get precision. And which again, there's other options out there. You don't have to have the Dumachelchis. Funnel Web is a great tool for spreading the volatile rounds. Now, at this stage, I was getting kind of annoyed with this one barrier because he'd been an issue for me in the past. So rather than fuss with him, I just went ahead and used all my abilities and got rid of him. Now here you can see the explosions from volatile rounds really doing a number on all these red bars. They positively had no chance. And if I'm not wrong, I believe the few times that you see me kill something and I actually don't get invis is because I killed it so quickly that it didn't actually have a void debuff on it yet, because I killed it faster than volatile rounds could do its part of the equation. Now here I switched to my Taipan. Again, not necessary, but to me, it made very quick work of the whole situation. Could very easily go with a void grenade launcher or rocket launcher. But that was kind of a personal, artistic choice, I guess. And you can see the way that void, the volatile explosion of void energy works is just so wonderful. This is a great opportunity to put together a build for this, specifically because with a few minor tweaks, this could be your void build for GMs this season. There are 3 GMs that will have void burn, so getting a little preparation ahead of time could be a great idea, since 3 of the 6 will have this burn. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I hope this video helped you. I want to thank you for watching. As always, thank you for sailing with Captain Kata. Be sure you drink your water, do your stretches, and get plenty of rest. Y'all take care of yourself now.